Hi. Hi. Here we go, here we go, here we go. It's the blockchain backer. Oh, God. Damn, son. Damn, son. It's one of those days. It's one of those days. Oh, man. I made it, though. Day 150. There may have been some doubt that there would be no day 150 based off of how I ended yesterday, but you know what I mean? I'm still standing. Yeah. I'm still standing. Man, yesterday was kind of a rough episode, but a good one though. A good one. Day 149, definitely a must watch. And day 148, they're both really good, actually, high key. Just on some chat shit, on some content shit. Definitely both worth the watch. With that said, today is kind of, well, actually, no, today is cool. I mean, I'll have a little direction for today. I'm kind of, I've been tired this last week, I think, just because I mean, it's not that much different than normal, but I have been napping. Like, yo, what up? What up, Glacial? Had a feeling you would be here today. Had a strong feeling. Yeah, man. Shout out Glacial Musher in this bitch. Damn. Yeah, but it's been I've been napping first, like on some I don't know if it's like the trees or whatever that I'm blowing. I just maybe because I'm home, that's all I'm doing is just blowing trees as opposed to doing more stuff. It's kind of the same thing. It's not that different than normal, but damn, my shirt collar is this thing. It's like this is fucking stupid. Let me try this. That's upside down. Shit, hold on. Let me fix this mic. We keep going upside down because this shirt collar is stretched out because this arm sling. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. So yeah, that's why I named today. I'm still standing because you know sometimes I troll. I don't know, maybe not the best troll, but it's like one of those things where it's like self-sabotage. Like have a 99% great episode and then at the very end just kind of throw it out. That's kind of how my TwitchCon thing was, where it was like such a good day and then like the last part is just I just sell. Just pure chaos. But it's all good though. I like to be polarizing. I like to be controversial. I like to be not so straightforward. Oh my god, yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there are so many elements of this fucking shattered elbow shit that are just so fucking annoying. Like, beyond the point that I can't move my arm, like, that's probably the best part. It's like the little shit, like, my arm itches inside the cast. Like, this arm being tucked to my body, I feel like I'm just sweating. Like, it's hard to, like, shower with this shit on. It's hard to clean the fucking gauze. I have this shit wrapped up in, not gauze, I keep saying gauze, in the Ace bandage. And it has sweat from a week ago. That's disgusting. And I can't clean it. We did some spray with, like, alcohol or whatever. And I even used some other disinfectant spray. And that does kill the bacteria, but I don't know, bro. It's like, I just feel so gross. I just want to take this shit off so bad and like scratch my arm and then put a new one on. But I can't even like take this shit off for like a week or not a week. It's actually coming up like tomorrow, Wednesday would probably be the first day I could probably take it off. That would be 10 days since the clap. I can't. All right, here we go. Oh, you're funny. You're funny. You're funny. You got me. 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 You're crazy for that one. He said clap. I thought you were saying because it looked like something crazy. Oh my god. Yeah. No, I can clap. I can definitely clap. I went to the grocery store today, so I was able to do that. I walked to the grocery store. We have a grocery store not far. I walked to that shit. Not a bad walk. And not bad, honestly. Like it felt good to like get out, get some fresh air, really stretch my legs. Went to the grocery, just got some shit. Like real I had to get like what up Ty, Ty in the chat, BK experience on YouTube. Went to the grocery, got some shit. I had to pack real light, you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta carry this shit for like a half mile with like one hand. But that was successful though. The neighbors were looking at me crazy, like, what the fuck happened to this dude? Because I'm the crazy guy that likes to yell and shit. They're like, karma. Probably like, what the fuck? So that was interesting. But today was a chill day. We did some work. Ty, I made it to day 150. I knew I would. There was no doubt in my mind. I guess I say some alarming things. It's funny, like in the YouTube transcript, is just they just cut that part out completely. So I was like, oh, okay. I just said, all right, I'm gonna go, and just cut it out. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So maybe because it was in like the last 99.9%, I was able to do it. Glacial Musher said, yo. I really been trying to figure out how to do this clip for this last clip, where the injury clip. Oh yeah, by the way, Ty, that promo on that one video is not $10 anymore. I added a little more, so that's why it's going up higher. If you saw it, it's at 37K now, and that should go up to 40 something, and it should hopefully go up another 20. So Glacial Musher said, yo, I like your black car, by the way. Oh shit, I'm shook. Oh god. Oh no. I really don't have a black car. I wish I had a black car, but I don't. You're trying to be on some like fake creepy shit. I don't have a black car though. I wish. That would make sense though. You would think that I would have a black car. I don't. Trying to be on some fucking fake Illuminati shit with me. It would make, that was a good guess though, because I probably would, if I would pick a black car, but I don't. My next car will definitely be black. Yeah, I saw you black car with pink ski mask. Where was this? Where was this? Maybe a look-alike or something. Wait, hold on, what the fuck? Oh, this bitch be drunk. Sometimes. She be saying some crazy shit though. So I can never understand it, but it sounds very dramatic. Anyway, I'm not too worried. Oh, you said Sora. Oh, okay, okay. Ty said, haha. Are we pulling up Sora already? I actually logged in now on this computer. Hold on. Let's get back for Lil Sinette. Let's get back for Lil Sinette. Hold on, how do I get to it? Alright, I guess we'll look up the Sora. How'd you do it that quick? I just looked at Sora before I went on. That's why I was like, I didn't think that's what you were even talking about. What? Oh my god. That shit's low-key sounds like it. What? That's what you came up with? I thought it was gonna be a fucking something else. You're funny as fuck for that. How like what? I forgot to even read what the caption was on that. I haven't. How do you come up with that as a? Because that was like a rock, not like a shit. So how, like, what did you even type in? You typed in go to the chiropractor. He gets his back cracked. Then that happens to poop. Get his back cracked, and that happens. A poop slips out of his pants. Oh, how do you think of this? How do you think of this shit? Okay. That was wholesome, I guess. Fuck. Inside this cast is so itchy, bruh. I swear. And if I like sweat a little bit, it just feels so disgusting, bruh. I kind of want to like cut this fucking ace bandage off and add another one myself. You know what I'm saying? Like that would give me like that would buy me so much more time where I'd be like, okay, I can deal with this shit. I'm just afraid of like unwrapping it and then like not wrapping it up the right way. So that's why like going to the doctor is better because they can kind of like look at it and redo it. Because if I just, I don't know, I'm torn, bro. I'm torn. Pause. Oh man. But yeah, today's Monday, and you know some of the things that we want to manifest. Man, my biggest thing is fast healing. You know what I'm saying? Been taking little calcium pills. Been taking. I even been drinking chocolate milk. You know what I'm saying? So it's supposed to build strong bones, the milk part. So, you know, and also been trying to like pre-strengthen my arm a little bit by kind of doing little easy tasks just to kind of like keep the nerves going, the muscle going, so I don't like come out with this flat fucking thin ass arm. I can already feel this hand is thinner than the other one. I don't know if it's because I've been working out this hand more, so it seems like stronger, or if it's this one is just under. It's only been a week, but when I like compare both hands, if I like touch this one and touch this one, it just feels like thicker. I don't know. Pause. So I don't know. So I've been trying to like, but I don't want to do too much. Like I've been trying to like flex the muscle, but I'm like that could kind of like fuck with the joint a little bit, make it pop out of place. So it's just been an annoying thing. It's mostly a whole lot of scratching. That's like been my main objective, is scratch this part of my arm, and then somehow try to figure out the part that's inside the cast, how to scratch that. So I'm going up this way. I'm going up here. I'm going in the middle where I can like separate the material and scratch my arm a little bit. It's not fun. I would always hear people saying that about cast, but I could never really understand why. But now I fucking get it. And just the smell, I hate that. The smell of the cast. Like, what sucks about the smell of the cast is that this is like I had this on since TwitchCon. So like that day, I'm like running around sweating and shit. So it's like this is it. You know what I mean? So it's like all that plus the days after where it's harder to clean up because I'm in pain, and then I eventually do clean up, but it's like you can only do so much. You know what I'm saying? Glacial said, I broke my arms at the same time. Idea. See, I thought you said you broke your arms at the same time. Stream idea. That would suck. That would suck. What, like get like a fake cast? That'd be cool if that would only be. I would only do that like after I'm healed and my arms weren't actually broken. Like, just wrap them both up. That would suck a lot. That'd be hard to do by yourself. Oh shit. Damn, manifesting money. So we're manifesting healing. We stream snipe and get your cast signed. True. True, true, true. Yeah, somebody said something like that the other day. I don't know if it was you or not. Oh no, I think that was Savrona said. Maybe that was. I can't remember. But I was like, yeah, no, that was the plan. I was when I went back to TwitchCon, I was like, I got this cast. I'm gonna see if I can get in and get it signed. We got there so late, anyways, where it was like not even a thing. But yeah, try to. It's not even really a cast. It's just like wrapped up. It has like a hard cast here. Ooh, my arm. That fucking hurts. Ow, shit. Not like that, just because I'm trying to hold it up. But like this part has a hard part, but the other side is soft. Yeah, but I couldn't even lift my arm up before like this on its own. So that's definitely a good sign. I definitely feel like it's healing. There's so much more mobility that I can do. Even like I had to have this just in one position or my arm would start to hurt. Now I can kind of like swing the sling around where it's like lower or higher. So that does feel good though. It's just I can feel it strengthening every day. No, for real. I did break my own arms at the same time. That must have sucked. Like 2 months of healing with that, you can't do shit. Like you literally have to be taken care of. Hope that you were a kid and just you were able to be at home with your parents and just have your. That's a long time though. You like to just have to like sit inside and not be able to do shit. Like you can't feed yourself. You can't unless you like break it like from like the elbow to the wrist. Then I can see how you have more mobility. But if you break it at the elbow like me, you can't move your shit at all. That sucks. How'd you break your arms? What were you doing? Playing soccer or something? It sounds like a soccer imagery. Like you were like playing and you just like fell on your shits. Or maybe the leg would be more of a soccer injury. But anyway, I've been trying to like figure out how to clip up this part where I fall, and I've been using ChatGPT, and I'm like, oh shit, I guess all I have to do is just like put the titles, and then I could just flash the clips. Like it doesn't even have to be any sequential order. I could just show clips. It could be like a little bit of the right before, and then the aftermath, and then like maybe like clips of like the reenactment shit. So I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about how I'm gonna put that one out, if I even put it out. It might not be necessary because the one where I'm jumping on the table, how I wrote that one is like it includes like I broke my arms after and I got not my arms. You got me saying that shit. How I fucked up my arm and got banned or whatever. So it kind of works because people can kind of like fill in their own gaps, but so I'm figuring that out. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because it's like a clip has to work as a clip. It's hard to. Now we're just doing story time or edited video, and I'm like, that's not gonna come across as real. So I think people like real clips where it doesn't feel edited, especially with the AI shit. It's just gonna be like, wait, is this real or not? You know what I mean? So I gotta figure that out. Glacial said, door stopper, break my wrist. Then I ride my bike with one arm and stop. Fell, broke above my elbow, so wrist cast, half arm, elbow break, whole arm cast. Oh, so you already had a broken arm, and you broke the other one trying to be extra with the other one. See, yeah. I guess that should probably be my main fear when I'm trying to like do all this extra shit. Is that to not break the other arm in the process? That's unfortunate. That's some bad luck shit. You already had a broken arm, and you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna ride my bike. So wrist cast, half arm. So you already had that one. That's fair. I can see why you would ride your bike with a wrist cast, especially if you're over that shit. And then and you broke it, and you got an even bigger break when you fell. You have some brittle arms, my guy. Because that is just bad luck. And I'm sure it's like the broken arm had nothing to do with you falling off the bike. You probably just fell off the bike on some random shit. But why I don't get the door stopper though. Like, Is it door stopper? Is that like a type of ramp? Like I don't get why, or you just like hit a door stopper, like a little wooden thing. That's where I'm like, how? Like I've like never fallen off my bike ever. Oh, the first one. Oh, okay, okay, okay. You tripped on a door stopper and broke your wrist the first time, and then you're riding your bike, and then gotcha. Damn, at school, breaking your arm at school is crazy. Damn, you broke your. Damn, the kids in school must have been like, wow, bro. Wow, bro. So like when you broke the nah, I feel you. So when you broke the first one, so that means that you were able to get one cast off before the other one. So at least you got one hand back. How long was it between before you broke the first one and the second one? Because your parents were fucking lenient if they let you ride a bike with a broken arm. My parents would be like, sit your ass down. Damn, son. Sorry to hear that. That must have really messed up your plans for a little bit. That'd be miserable as a kid. That'd be miserable. All right, so again, we're manifesting fast healing. I would love for this shit to, and cause I looked up, I was like, how much faster can you heal bones? And it was just like with certain techniques or whatever, and it said like 17 to 30% faster. So I said, okay, if the minimum heal time is about 8 weeks for a full recovery on something like this, I mean even 6 to 8 weeks, then I did 30%. I did 8 weeks minus 30%. That left it at 39 days. So like a month and 9 days, which is still a fucking long time. That just gives me, I just like to find stuff out like that because it's like, damn, that's still a long ass time to fucking have to deal with this shit. It's like, it's unbelievable to me. And then your elbow is like, you use your elbow so much. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a thing where I don't have the cast, but I still got to wear my arm in the sling for the most part. But like, I guess if I need to, I don't know. I just need something. I need some sort of change because this shit is driving me crazy. I need my arm to. I don't know. I can't tell, bro. Glacial said like Friday trip broke, Saturday broke elbow. No way. That's a lie. You're lying. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way you broke your arm on Friday and your mom let you ride your bike on Saturday and you broke your arm again. There's no way, bro. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. It's impossible. You're telling me on Friday at school, between the hours of, there's no way, bro. Like, that would have meant, like, if that happened in school, that means you're out for the whole day on Friday. There's no way you're going on Friday. And then you're telling me, with a broken arm and a cast, your mom was like, go ride your bike. You're fine. Bruh. That's hard to believe. I don't know. That's even worse. That was in the day. 3 p.m. You're probably you're rushed to the hospital. By the time they get to you at the hospital, you're probably there at the hospital till like midnight. Come on. So you're telling me the first thing you do, wake up with a broken arm and a cast after you go home from the hospital, is hop on your motherfucking bike. Oh, now we thought it was a sprain. I mean, hey, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, I guess. You're not. Your mom must be very, very lenient with you. Very lenient. And I get that kids heal fast. I just know that moms are overprotective. But hey, maybe not. Maybe not. You must be a Gen Z. Your mom's probably the same age as me. Oh my God. I never heard anything like that. My mom would have been like, yeah, right. The last thing I would be doing is riding my bike. I feel you though. Would they give you like a little elbow though? Look dislocated for real, for real. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that was a sign. That was a sign to your parents, like, hey, 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 we gotta watch this one, cause he's just gonna keep fucking this up if we don't let him. If we let him. No, that's crazy though. Damn. So you basically had two arms broken for the whole entire time together. The doctors must have been like, what the fuck, bro? So, that's why I've been drinking milk to strengthen the bones. Honestly, all I've been eating is like steak to like build muscle faster. I've been drinking milk. There's some calcium pills. I've been taking these nerve pills, and yeah, I've been getting rest, really. I feel like rest is another good way to heal too. Like actual rest when you're sleeping, whatever chemicals are released and whatever restores, maybe it's a little bit of stem cells. That's one good thing, is that I am able to sleep and 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 wake up when I want. The only time I wake up earlier than I want is when I set an alarm for like 11 p.m. so I can hop on stream. But I definitely slept from like 7:30 to like 11, dead ass. Like, I'm not gonna lie. So rest, I think, is probably the biggest key. That's gonna help heal. Yeah, I gotta figure out this follow-up appointment, because it's just one of those things. It was a timing, that's when this shit happened. It was the weekend, so a lot of shit went into the weekend mode, and so then you gotta wait till Monday, but then things still process, so shit might not process till tomorrow, Thursday. You got some Sora? All right, well, let's look at some Sora shit. It's awesome. It's awesome. Should where is it? Oh, that's it. Nope, not playing that one. Nope, can't play that one. Can't play that one for no, I'm not gonna play that one. It's kind of, I'm not gonna play that one for do something else. Trust me. I can't play that one. I can, I just don't want to. Honestly, that would personal reasons. It is funny though. I'm not gonna lie. It is funny. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't want to play that one. But I laughed inside. I laughed inside. I laughed outside. No, I'm not gonna look behind me. I can see behind me. I have a screen that can show me behind me. I don't have to look. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm good, bro. Good old Glacial Musher with the oh yeah, I had a mission for you, Glacial. Damn. I had a mission. Let's get on No Jumper, bro. Let's get on No Jumper. I think I have open DMs with Adam already, but you should try to set that up. There was one more too. I was like, okay, who can this dude fucking approach? Because you're good at that shit. Fuck, I forgot now. It was some like streamer type shit. You should do the No Jumper shit though. Try to get on there with some like edgy, weird story, like stream sniping or like whatever. I'm like almost over there. Almost. You can say whatever you want about that platform, but it's a big platform. It's still a good look. Oh shit! Damn, there's one more. I'll have to think of it. I have to think of it. But it's possible. That's like one of those things. No Jumper is one of those platforms where it's like super hard to get on, but if you just like know one person, you could easily get on that platform. You know, like you just gotta like walk in with somebody one day, and like just they'll I've seen people just walk in and be on that shit sometimes. But otherwise, you're not getting over there. You're not getting in there. I know where it is. I know where the building is, but that's about it. Fuck, bro. Oh shit. All right, sometimes you gotta stretch. Damn, bro. What else do I want to manifest? We got to manifest. Well, we were manifesting motion before, or momentum, really. Uh, Man, I can only think of healing, like or like my Twitch ban getting lifted early. I guess that would be cool. Since it's like, what did I do? How are people getting their shit lifted after one day? And that's not hate. I'm just like, damn, can I get a lift on my? It's like that's crazy. Like what people are getting accused of and what I actually did is wild. How they can fucking pick and choose. Like where the people that got their ban lifted, like do they like reach out and like, please, can you please restore? My thing is just like I wouldn't even want to come back too early because what are people gonna say? No, actually, probably the people that watch them are like probably on their side, so it's probably it's just like, did they start streaming again or are they gonna like let it ride out a little bit? Because that's what I'm more curious. Did they start streaming again? Like, what's that feel like? But it's an interesting thing though. It's like going against like it's kind of like phase against you at that point. So that's not like some problems I would want. Not that that's gonna be a problem, but that's a big force. That whole phase community is definitely bigger than what they got going on. So, but yeah, it is weird seeing how people just like switch up real quick though. That's the only thing about it. It's like it's one thing to like have an opinion about something. It's one thing when people like start making like public statements about shit, like standing up. Like that's where it gets wild. It's sometimes easier not to say anything. But damn. So that's another goal. Heal quicker. Get back on Twitch quicker. I don't know. I guess what could happen in the meantime? I guess maybe like some sort of live stream collab, but maybe it's like through whatever, you know, Discord, you know, like a video thing. That would be ideal. What would be the next wave? Like, it just sucks because it's like a month. Like, I gotta wait like a month. Like, and it's like cool. We can like perfect the desktop. Man, for me, it's hard for me to be motivated and come up with ideas when I'm not in pain. I'm just like in discomfort, you know. So it's really hard to like focus like on what I'm really doing. It's hard to like. There's a certain comfortability I like to have in life. Just not even like that. I need to be super comfortable, but just generally not uncomfortable. And so it's like I don't know. It's like trying to work with a headache or like a toothache. It's just distracting. So it's hard to. Nah, I mean, thank you, Glacial. No, I know how to. Basically, you gotta like contact like Josh at No Jumper. He's like a. They already know. Like I already been over there. It's like I don't know. It's more or less the. We gotta start like a campaign. Like I have Adam. I could DM Adam right now, but he's just gonna be like, "What the fuck?" You know what I mean? You know. Really, I gotta like just run into Adam or something and be like, "Yo, bro." That's what I've been trying to manifest. Actually, I don't know if that's gonna happen anytime soon because I haven't been leaving the house like that. But you just gotta run into Adam and have the right thing to say. He's a pretty reasonable person. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta have the right script. Like I've met him several times. But the first time I didn't know what to say. I was just like, big fan. And I think I just kind of started watching No Jumper a little bit too. So I really didn't have anything to say. You know, I was just trying to be in the mix. Whereas now I probably have a little bit more to say. Sometimes when you're just trying to get it, trying to get into the mix before you really know the lore, and that does not serve you well. It's good to have something that you could say that's like, oh, okay, I can tell they watch, you know, because the people would treat you completely different. Because you gotta imagine when somebody's famous, they're constantly dealing with people, like all different types of people. Some people that are hardcore fans, but also people that are just new fans, or people that are just trying to get a photo or something just because they heard that you're famous, or they kind of have heard of you, but they don't really know you. So I have found when you kind of like know a little more than just some generic shit, they kind of treat you better. Little shit like that. It could just be one thing, like or even just knowing something recent that happened helps a lot too. I don't have the clip of me breaking my arm. I don't have it. I don't have it. The feed, the stream lagged, so I don't have one clip of it. I only have like the aftermath. I only have the aftermath. I can send you that, but it's not a real clip. It's just like me with the swollen arm running around. The stream lagged exactly at that moment, like a little bit before. I'll send it to you. I don't know if I can get on Instagram right now. I can. Yeah, I need that clip too. Shit. That's what you could find. If you could find that clip online, you would be the GOAT. I don't know if it exists though. If you could find the actual clip of it, you would be the GOAT. Because I have not seen it. I don't know what. I know what happened, but I got to see that clip. That's why I've been trying to make the AI reenactment. I just sent you the clip on Instagram of it's like before basically and after. Because otherwise the camera just freezes. It was crazy. It was one of the most disappointing moments of my life. Because I was like, shit, I fucked my arm up, but at least we got this clip. And I look back and that shit's just not there, bruh. Oh my God. There's nothing worse. There's nothing worse. Even my friend was like, yeah, at least you got the clip though. And I'm like, bruh. But I don't though. There's nothing worse than that. I can't think of one disadvantage to, and I guess that's why people like record sometimes while they're streaming, which is smart. I just don't have that capability on the setup I use when I stream to record too. It really does, but what I should have did was like clear more space off the phone so it could record too. Sometimes it'll record it too, and no, unfortunately, it did not. It's the most ironic thing, and I think that's what's like the best, like the funniest part about the story. But it's kind of hard to like promote that. It's kind of hard to promote something that doesn't exist, even though it's funny in theory. It's like it's hard to like visually show something that doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? Or get people to care. So it's unfortunate. That's where I'm like, this is some weird message shit. Not only am I stopped from doing more, but also like the footage is lost. It's like, damn, I can't win. It just wasn't meant to be for whatever reason. I don't know if it's protecting me or Twitch or I don't know, but something happened. Something went, just definitely happened. Oh my God, this fucking. Yeah. Man, that's what we all need. That would be the clip. I don't even know if that clip is TOS to show. I don't even know. I don't even know if me showing my arm popped out is TOS. I really don't know. Maybe that's why I got banned, for showing my arm dislocated. I don't know. You know what I mean? I gotta search that. I really tried to find out from Twitch what I did, and they just didn't respond. They just sent me some generic shit. Like I did something crazy compared to what other people are being accused of, and you know what I mean? Not that I agree with what they're being accused of. I'm just like, damn, like, I really didn't do nothing like that. But I guess there wasn't enough backlash on my end. We need some more backlash. Yeah, when I was clipping and I couldn't find shit to clip about, a couple times I typed in the word like backlash on Twitter just to see if I could get some like new stories. And sometimes it worked actually. I got some good clips typing in backlash. That's how I find about that Harvey Weinstein shit with Candace Owen. It was just like I just happened to catch it within the hour. But it was like Candace Owen facing backlash over Harvey Weinstein interview or some shit, or documentary, whatever. Perfect. People love backlash. Audience, the audience loves when celebrities go through backlash. That's like, I don't know why. It's just a good word. It's just a good buzzword, backlash. And that's crazy though, backlash. That's like referring to like whipping, like. Okay. Sometimes you got a backlash. I need a good backlash story, you know? But backlash, I'm guessing that relates to like being whipped, right? A lash on your back. You know, so it's like a public whipping. Is that what backlash is? That's crazy. But you're not popping until you get backlash. I'm telling you. You never had backlash before, nobody cares. Yeah, you gotta get some backlash once in a while. I should have named this Backlash. Oh man. Oh shit. Sometimes you gotta hit the bong. Sometimes you gotta play the bongos, you know? Sometimes you gotta play the bongos. Something else. Something else that I wanna. Nice. Thanks, Glacial. I'll check it out. Or I didn't mean to say nice to that. I meant to say nice to this. What else do I want to manifest? Shit. I guess another thing I want to manifest is for this crypto / stock market to kind of pump up to a fucking moon real quick. I think we can see some shit. What's it? 27. Ooh, when is the first actually? The first is on. Oh, we still got a couple days. The first is on Saturday. Okay, not bad actually. First is on Saturday. So I usually somehow like the market, it always like, I have this like theory, it's like people are selling right before like the first like rent due, So I always see like a good rally like Wednesday, Thursday, but also sometimes the weekend too. But I had just a theory that like people are like playing with the rent money, you know what I'm saying? Or like trying to like shoot that shit up and sell right before the first so they can cash out and pay rent. So I'm hoping just that the market goes up just in general, really. Yeah, hoping for some unexpected checks. It's hard because it's harder to work, do little extra gig work or whatever. Can't do shit. But I'm also, I guess I'm spending less too in a way. Well, I am because I'm trying to, and I'm just kind of at home, and I haven't been ordering like takeout. Oh, I was the first week, so I was just like kind of depressed, but now I kind of like scaled back on that because yeah, trying to preserve. I don't know what's coming down the pipe, so we gotta be on point. What else are we trying to manifest? I would like something substantial to come from this, like, and by this I mean this ban and this broken arm and everything. If Bitcoin, I actually can't read it because it's covered up with the AI label. Oh, 90,000. You want me to show this to the stream? I'll show it to the stream. I mean, I don't think it was that deep, but I'll show it. Fuck it. Glacial said, if Bitcoin reaches around 506,000 by 2028, your 20,000 investment today could be worth approximately 90,000, assuming forecasts hold. Oh, right, isn't that just like multiplying by like 5 all around? Yeah, that's simple math, but that makes sense. I do not have 20K in Bitcoin, but I don't have any Bitcoin actually. I have XRP. I don't even have 20K in that, but so a different scale type of thing. That would be nice though. That would be nice. But some people are hoping that, I don't think it'll 5x by the end of this year, but I don't even know if it would double by the end of this year, just because that's a big percentage change for that to go up. But you never know though. I mean, shit went crazy this past year. And I remember like 2020, it went from like, it was already at like, it went like 30 to like 50, and then it went up to like 65. Like, so, I don't know, weird shit does happen, but it's still like only like a couple of big moves. Like a big move and then like a half of that. Yeah, I think it'll hit 1 million at some point. We just don't know when. Do you have Bitcoin? I mean, it could, but then again, it could just hit that shit whenever too. Sometimes it does shit. It's like when you least expect it, it'll do some shit too. 1 million is crazy though. I don't know what will be the catalyst for it to go to 1 million, but I also didn't think it was going to be at 100,000 at this point. But it also took a long time though, so I guess it's like maybe it'll be like 5 years later and then it'll just randomly go up to 1 million. I don't know. But yeah, definitely, I think for at least 5 years, it probably won't hit 1 million, which is not that long if you know it's going to happen, but it's a long time if you don't know it's going to happen. And then it's kind of like that thing where it can be like, well, shit happened already, so it's going to, and then it could just not happen the same way. It's like you never know. It's like unexpected every time. It's never exactly how it's supposed to be. It's like it hits 1 million and then what? And people are just waiting. Then it's like, but then I guess what's the tricky part is I feel like people like easy to conceptualize numbers, because like once it hits 1 million, then you're gonna be in the 1.3 million, 1.4 million. That's harder to keep track. I don't know. I'd be very curious to see 5 years from now what everything looks like. If I could like take a time machine or like just like do like a glimpse to see like what that would be like. Bitcoin at 1 million, the world has to be, I was gonna say like the world has to be very different, but I don't know. That would be like the equivalent if you scale down, that's like times 10 right now. So that'd be like seeing Bitcoin at 1,000. It's kind of even hard to even like fathom that. It doesn't even make sense almost, even though it's not that long ago. It's just like a whole different world, really. Like imagine Bitcoin at 1,000 right now. It would just mean so much different to us than it did when it was 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like then when it was at 1,000 back then, it was probably like, oh shit, it's at 1,000. This is crazy. You know. I remember when it was at 100. I remember when it was at $10. You know. So I don't know. I don't know. It's not that it's not even possible. It just needs to be like the right people, the right corporations, just all buying. And there's definitely enough money, but it would have to be like the new wave, like the new wave, that's what it's supposed to be, right? But I don't know. Some people believe in Bitcoin because it's the original. Some people think it's too high of a number where people are going to want more smaller transactional things, speeds, and just eat better math. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, 100,000 to 200,000 is a big jump, but it's only 50%. But you could have a stock that's $1 and go up to $2, and that could happen way easier, and it's still the same percentage change. So I don't know. You know, it's harder to make that Bitcoin needle move, but it also moves up slower, but it also moves down slower. So it is kind of a less volatile investment. That's why I like it though. You can kind of like choose your speed, choose your wave with crypto, because there's big ones and there's small ones. You know, tiny ones. You know, you buy like a Shiba Inu or like anything, one of these small tiny little an Elon coin or whatever. You know, where the percentages are the price is so low, but the percentage gains are so fucking crazy. If it does move like that, but it's easier to move like that, and you can buy so much. You can buy a lot and sit on it and forget about it. Whereas a Bitcoin is like, oh, shit. It's like, to me, I see that's like a thing to keep stacking and stacking and stacking for the future. Yeah, I'm mostly like XRP and some other random ones. I fuck with Bitcoin. I was doing Bitcoin, yeah, like 2020. Made a couple of dollars. It was like Bitcoin and Doge were like my shits at the time. But this is like me trying to figure out how to do it. I'm like getting lucky but unlucky, like selling early and day trading fucking Doge and shit. Like when it goes down, buy some. You know, just that game. Kind of not even know what I'm doing at the time. Not knowing that that's like a whole way you can do it. I was just like, oh shit, okay. But of course you can get fucked over like that too, which I did. Especially when you don't know what you're doing. So there's that. There's any unexpected checks. Manifest. I do want to make some more music. That is something that I need to do before the year is up, or at least like release the one. I fucking have a record and everything, but now that my arm is broke, man, it's almost like I gotta like do a video, plan it right after the shit. I'm not shooting a video with a broken arm. It's cool production value, but it just looks stupid at the end of the day. So it'd be cool to put out another song. That's another thing I want to manifest. Yeah, just I'm trying to think of what else. I said a lot. I said healing. I said the stock market. I said I should have wrote these down. There was another big one outside of healing. I forgot already. It was I would have to rewind, but I said it, so it's out there. Yeah, I said some sort of collab, whether it's virtual or whatever. Like that would be ideal. Just like a nice like thing. Yeah, any like kind of online moment. I could keep putting my song accountability out there. Every time I put it out there and apply it to some sort of online content, it just works so well. Like even just like sending it to Math Hoffa stream and that getting a good response on the radar radio had a pretty good response. The Julian York thing. So if I could get one of those during this month, that type of clip, a clip, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I think I said before, like, I don't know how I said it, but yeah, just some sort of moment. Another moment would be nice, you know, a moment to know that, like, this was not just some random stupid shit, that it's not in vain, that it was worth it, that it was for something. It's just something where it's like, oh, okay, after this, now something has changed. I'm in this now. I'm a streamer now. I'm streaming, but am I a streamer? You know what I'm saying? Like, so whether it's like, I don't know what it would be like, just something. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like the collab, like the cosign, whereas a validation. That's what it is. Some sort of validation. Like, okay, cool. Whether it's a article, interview, podcast, something like that. You know what I mean? Where it's like, this would have never happened before if I wasn't grinding at this. You know what I'm saying? One of those moments. Yeah, obviously we want to. Yeah. So what is my central thing? I got to come up with something that I specifically want to manifest for the week. So I feel like that's where I see the most growth. Hmm. Yeah, like the most immediate thing would be about healing. Just some sort of like, wow, this shit healed faster than we thought. That or trying to think of what else would be doable. Yeah, maybe just like the right, maybe like, oh, you know what it would be? Like one of these clips hitting like 1 million or something. That would be like, that would be validating. Like, okay. Because really all it takes is one person to share it or repost it. You know what I mean? And they could like send this shit because it's really just relying on the TikTok algorithm to push it. It does have a couple shares, but I don't think that's moving the needle like that. Something just to be a catalyst. Like, it would be funny if there was a write-up. And all these things can happen, though. Like, it's just, I'm telling you, some shit hitting the right. I remember my sister did this shit, like, it was like a rap, like a diss rap to my, like, parents or whatever. And, like, Cat Williams just, it happened to come across his desk, and he reposted it. Just, like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that little thing can, like, make the difference. You know what I mean? And it was when Cat Williams was on fire too. It was during the Shannon Sharp era, during that interview, like right after that, like within like a couple months, I think, where he was still, where that was still the biggest interview at the time. You know, those something like that. I think something like, I don't know. I don't know what it would be. I don't, you know what I mean. But something to go. Okay, cool. This was not just this random thing. But I'm not expecting anything though, honestly. Like, it could just be a lesson. It could just be a standalone thing. I'm okay if it's not. You know, yeah, maybe something to, maybe with this I will figure out something new with the desktop stream, like that I haven't, like a new segment or new style or new piece or new something, you know what I'm saying? Like just like a new element to the stream where it's like, if I wasn't so focused on desktop as opposed to IRLs, then I wouldn't have never even taken the time to develop it. Maybe something like that would be something we want to develop. A game or a segment or some sort of overlay, almost like the idea of this overlay up here. I would never really think of a counter until I need it. So maybe something like that. Yeah, I would like to do an IRL. That has not come up not even like remotely. So we'll manifest that too, just for old time's sake. We'll manifest a stream snipe, because might as well. I don't know how, but shit's possible though, honestly. Like, the weirdest shit happens though. And yeah, like, I'll see people like at the rage room nearby that we did a rage room at, like just shit like that. I'm like, oh, I could literally walk. You know what I'm saying? Injured or not, I could walk. Okay, we'll say that. That's what we'll manifest specifically, is a stream snipe nearby that I can easily get to and execute with broken arm and everything by walking. Because it's happened. I've missed opportunities by being too scared to go when I wasn't stream sniping yet. So now that I don't give a fuck, and now it's kind of like, the first one's a hard one because it's like, I'm just a stream sniper. You don't know where it's going to go, what that's going to mean, how you're going to cut it up, how you're going to present it. But now when you've done 10, 11, 12 of them, it's like, it doesn't matter whether it goes bad or good. I can put this in next to these other ones, it's a point of reference. So, or how to cut it and make it something or whatever, because it's, you know what I mean? But the first one, you don't know how the audience is going to receive it. You don't know how the person's going to receive it. You don't know how you're going to feel about it, but, so it's one of those things where I would feel so much more confident. Yeah. It does suck, though, not to be able to watch Twitch streams, though. That's the worst. It's not even that. I'm glad because, I found myself at the end of my YouTube algorithm almost, where I'd, like, watched all the videos that it would suggest. And that'll happen every once in a while, like on certain days. Usually not on Tuesday, but that's usually more like a Sunday thing for me. Sometimes, I guess, maybe Wednesday. Oh, no, today was Monday. Yeah. Monday, usually I feel like there's a lot of new videos on Monday. So usually like a Saturday, Sunday thing for me. But I think just because I've been home and just watching YouTube a lot. And really the main thing is that I haven't been watching Twitch. So I feel like a lot of Twitch there's like a lot of times where I would have like tabs and tabs and tabs of YouTube videos open that I want to watch, but I like can't even get to them because I'm watching some sort of stream. So now that I'm not watching streams, I'm at the end of YouTube. Wait, what was I gonna say? I said that for a reason. I brought it up for a reason. It was something I want to manifest. Oh, maybe I was just saying that. Maybe I was just saying it because the reason I'm not watching streams. I guess I was saying it because it's harder to snipe because I'm not watching streams. And relating that. Anyway, that happened. Which was frustrating though. That's the worst feeling when you run out of YouTube videos to watch. Because you know what I mean. I just don't want to watch any video. You know what I mean. So I always want that new shit, but sometimes there's not any new shit. And the problem is too, I watch it on like 2x speed, so I just get through shit. So it's like sometimes when that happens, when it gets slow, I'll have to like just watch it on like regular speed. So I just have something. Damn, this shit's itching. Damn. Oh, fuck. What else? Yeah, just new creative ideas. I want to manifest clearing my computer out so I have more space. Like, it's like just so, it's like little simple, it's like, yeah, no, maybe tomorrow. I have to manifest I have a gang of laundry, getting that done. Yeah. Just manifesting more steak. Just keep eating that steak just for the time being. I gotta play some steak too. Yeah, we're just, really just, I'm doing the promote button on TikTok, so I'm hoping that leads to something. It's so weird how the numbers can go up and there's no comments. And then I've had other videos where you don't promote it and it's just comments. I don't know exactly how that works. Maybe it's different countries where they don't. But it's crazy. I noticed today that on TikTok, I I promoted this video, and I just kind of I was trying to pick like what countries to like go to. So I did like English speaking countries, America, Canada, like Ireland, the UK, Australia, shit like that. And then I did some other random ones. Like I noticed that like the Philippines, I don't know if it's a timing when I post, but I would always get higher upticks there. I put Turkey because of Uber yesterday, just randomly. I just was like, maybe I'm getting tapped into Turkey. I don't know. And but so like my highest ones were Philippines, United States, and Turkey. And I was like, interesting. I don't know why that is. But like significant to like all the other ones, it was like 100 views here, 100 views there, and then the other one's like 5,000, 10,000. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, I don't know what's resonating from these places. I don't know if it's a time zone. I don't know if I don't know. I'm not sure, but okay, turn up Philippines, Turkey, that was unexpected too, but I wouldn't have thought to put that if it wasn't for the chat, so that's crazy. And obviously the United States because it's American content and I'm speaking English and stuff, but real interesting. Let me see. Actually, let me pull that up because make my day. So I sent it to the United States, Australia, Brazil. Oh, I did Brazil too because of Tota. I was like, I wonder if there's like a little built-in thing from that because that's where that first thing went viral. Canada, I did Canada because there'd be Canadian niggas in the chat. Denmark, Ireland, Philippines, Turkey, UK. And it said the Philippines has 11,000 views. So I should have just sent everything to the Philippines Turkey's going crazy actually. It cost the least money, but it got the most views. And Brazil's going up a little bit more. Hey, where's the United States? I feel like it's showing different stats. Really, Philippines and Turkey are dominated. I don't know why. Yeah, Istanbul specifically, right where the homie Uyghur was from. Very interesting. Mixed bag too. And I'm like really surprised. I'm like, people want to see somebody jump on it. I mean, I know people want to see somebody jump on a table, but like, I was like, wow. I was surprised. Because usually I'll put in that same amount of money, like $10. That could give you like 800 views. This shit went straight to 20,000. I was like, whoa. I don't get it. I'm not sure. This is strange. And that's the crazy thing about like putting stuff online. You never know. You never know what's like. Sometimes no. Here's the crazy thing. You never know, but sometimes what you think is gonna go doesn't. And yeah, sometimes you'll be like, this is the one. But like, I feel like every time something does go, you know it's special. For the most part. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's like, whoa, I wasn't even expecting that one. But you can usually tell. Like, it'll usually make sense, like, before. Like, oh, okay. You'll hope that it does. You know what I'm saying? It's usually, like, undeniable. You know what I mean? Sometimes you really don't know, though. I made the what drink are you effect filter, whatever, on TikTok. And that was just like a regular day. It was just like on some random shit. You know what I mean? I knew I had something, but I didn't think I had something. I thought maybe, I thought it was maybe, one of those things where it does a little bit better than everyone else. Like, not everyone else, every one of your other shits, but that shit went. That shit went. And it's crazy because, like, nothing's gone, like, even close to that since on that type of thing. So it's weird sometimes. You can't even, like, recreate that sometimes. It's hard to, like, even, because sometimes it's just a one of one. It could be the timing. It could be, I don't know, it's just a specific shit. Can't explain it. It's like not really luck though. It's like just aligning, like things aligning. Like this matches this because this matches this, and this isn't the thing. And sometimes you don't even know the thing. My, let's nuke that and that. Nuke ya. Appreciate you. Gotta nuke ya. Oh my god. Tomorrow, I feel like today was already Tuesday, but today was only Monday. Oh my god. Alright, you're getting banned, my friend. I was trying to keep it cordial. Yeah. What else do we want to manifest? I want to manifest getting my work done. I want to manifest comfort. That's what I want to manifest. It's like I'm like constantly in like a straitjacket or something, you know what I mean? Like it's like constantly having your seatbelt on. That's what this feels like. You know what I mean? When you just want to take that seatbelt off real quick. Or like it's like constantly wearing like a heavy backpack. Or like a moderately heavy backpack. It's cool, it's comfortable, it's fine, right? It's a backpack, it's designed for comfort, but it's like at a certain point you just want to take that shit off. Or like a jacket. Just want to take that shit off. You know. It's cool though. It's cool. Time is I can't tell if time is moving fast or slow. So if we think about like it's been about a week. No, it's been over a week actually since the incident. Does it feel like it was just the other day? Yes and no. It does seem like time is moving maybe a little faster, but maybe not fast enough. It feels like it's been about the same amount of time already. Yo, what up, Splays? Shout out Splays on Kick for tapping in with the animal from Muppet emote. Fire, fire, fire. Shout out to you. What's good with you, Splays? Where are you tapping in from? My name is Kyle Young, as you can see. We're just chilling. We're just chilling over here. My arm is in a cast from dislocation. Down south here, okay, word. Down south, what's that? That Georgia, that Mississippi, Alabama. No, I appreciate you. Yeah, we're just on a little, we're on a little hiatus. It's not really a hiatus, it's just a little vacation. Taking it easy for a few while we get right. It's been about a week now, almost a week and a half. And that's around the time where we can go to the next step with this because this shit's getting old. Shout out to Splays from the dirty South. South could be Florida, that could be Carolina, that could be Louisiana, Georgia, Texas, Alabama, Mississippi. That could be, I'm in the South right now. I'm in California, but it's the South. I'm in LA, technically the South. Splay said, everyone is feeling the end of this chapter. Time for the page to turn, right? Right? No, I've been seeing so many people going through it right now. I don't know what the fuck is happening in this October. I don't know if it's some weird cursed Halloween shit. Everybody is going through it. Everybody's getting injured. Everybody's in the hospital. Everybody's going, like, something got broken or fucked up or stolen or it's something. It's just like something is in the air. It's like, I don't know if it's like a thing where it's like, okay, this is just one of those little periods and then everything is better, or if it's like when it rains, it pours. I don't know. That's the scary part. When it rains, it pours is like one of the most crazy concepts because it's like it's like bad on bad with no real mercy. And then anything that's not bad is just good. Yeah, there's something going on. There's something going on. Oh, my Wi-Fi, is my connection fucked up? Let me see, let me check. I don't know. It says the stream health is. Oh, you're asking me has my Wi-Fi been messing up? Actually, yes. A couple of days ago, the shit was down for for some hours or whatever, but that was about it. It was only one day though, but that did happen though at one point. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It was something with Spectrum. There was some shit. Yeah, I heard a couple of things that too. Yeah, people were. I guess it's Mercury retrograde, which I mean, a lot of shit happens during that time between technology and communication and things like that. Basically, like shit just hits the fan during that time. So it's like sometimes it affects you, sometimes it doesn't. But you can easily get caught up in that fucking twister, I guess. It's kind of like one of those things where it's like knowing that it's happening, you can kind of get ahead of it and just kind of like lay low. But it's like kind of not the time to like take a risk and fuck around. A la me at TwitchCon, being a fucking dumbass. And then was down that day too. Remember? Oh, AWS was down that one day too. Remember? What the fuck is AWS? Amazon warehouse. The whole internet is crashing, says Splays. I don't know. Yeah, something. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, I feel like different websites were down too. Like, I remember Kick was down the other day, where I couldn't log in and shit. Sometimes Kick is just down. Yeah, so it's not the AWS. This is massive. What the fuck is that? Yeah, is that not Amazon? AWS powers almost everything online. Yeah, I mean that's how you like get people in a vulnerable position. You like have something like that controls everything, and then people lose their minds when it goes away. I definitely see that. Yeah, well, I'll hit you up, Glacial. Yeah, no, it's wild. It's like that idea of like if you like lose your cell phone, how catastrophic that is to you now. Whereas like I remember when I was in high school, I had a cell phone. I lost that shit for like 6 months in the snow, and I like found it like after all this snow melted, and I didn't give a fuck. But it was a different time though. It wasn't even. It was an old ass fucking phone. You know what I mean? Like it couldn't do shit. You know, so it was just a different time. I was unhappy that I didn't have my phone, but I was like, I was okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't even like that. We weren't even texting yet. You know, so like most of my communication was happening on like AIM, and that you couldn't do that on the phone. So I'm talking like a Nokia phone. You know what I mean? It was, yeah. I was mad though. I was mad though that I couldn't. So I like that phone, but all you could really do is just like call people. Really, play Snake. Back in the day, before a smartphone, they get us like hooked on this shit. Yeah, I said I'll get back to you because I'm on stream. I will. We'll think about it. I got to think about it. off the top of my head. I gotta look and research. I got you though, Glacial. I got you. No, you're good. You're good, bro. You're good. You're good. You're good. I should have responded in over there. I'm just trying to do my thing. We are at an hour and 20 on day 150. Splays, if you're still here, here, I'll follow you, Splays. Follow back. Did I follow? Did I do it? I wonder if gifted subs on Kick will ever matter. If they'll ever add ads. They will one day. People are gonna be pissed. But I could see. I don't know what the future of Twitch is, but it seems like people are starting to get pissed off with Twitch. But I don't know if Kick could ever be the Twitch replacement for real though. They'd really have to like ramp up their like tech to like really compete. It's there, like it's like the shell of Twitch. It's probably like an old version of Twitch, but and it works, but it's so much missing. But you also don't really need all that extra shit though too. When you think about it. You said you really think Korea or China is messing with it. What are we talking about? Oh, the tech shit. I mean, I don't. Maybe. I don't know. But it's like define messing with it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just like glitching it out. Like, how do you even do that? Like, unplugging the router real quick. Unplugging the router for an hour. Like, haha. Signal blockers. Adding like extra like traffic. I don't know. I would think that like nations like that have bigger issues to worry about, and would probably like attack like something like more substantial than just like. Yeah, I mean, I guess AW. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. Maybe some. I don't know. To affect everything. Yeah, you never know. My thing is just like the fact that Starlink is possible, so expensive. It's like literally we have this technology to change the world and they just like charge a premium, and it's crazy. Like the fact that like we don't have to deal with like internet cutting out like that, or like not having signal places. We have that technology, and like just that's just bizarre that we still like subscribe to these services. But it's cheap. They make it cheap for us. Cheap, and it's still expensive. Like your phone bill should be like $30. And I guess it depends on what carrier you have, but you're not going to get that premium shit. Though, I will say that 10 years ago, if you had the worst phone service, it would feel like that. Now, it's like, because it's like, what does that even mean? Now it's about like coverage with data, who has the best data. And it's like, I remember T-Mobile was like bottom of the barrel. I remember having T-Mobile. And they were, not that they were that much worse, but if you had to pick one, it was T-Mobile. And now it's like they have the best coverage, you know? So it's very interesting how that changes. Like I remember Verizon was everything, and now it's like we did a stream out in Hollywood, and Verizon was ass. And I have an AT&T. I don't know. Maybe AT&T is right in the middle. What are the companies? AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile. Isn't there one more? I swear there's one more. Remember Sprint? I know there's like other shit, Boost Mobiles and Spectrum. Let's see. So, phone services. I feel like I'm forgetting a big one. Boost, I said. Metro, PCS. Yeah, it seems like the only ones are T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon. And then all the other ones. Oh, there's some other ones. So there is still a Sprint. I guess there might be a Sprint. Boost, AT&T, T-Mobile, Cricket, Metro, PCS, Verizon. I'm only going to say the ones I know. Virgin Mobile, Straight Talk. I have heard of Straight Talk, but isn't that part of something else though? Or maybe they just sell that in the stores as like a prepaid ship, but it's separate. Total Wireless, I've seen that. I remember Track Phone back in the day. Prepaid shit. And Spectrum's not on this list, so this might be an older list. Spectrum is giving away basically free phones, free phone service for like a year if you sign up, and then it's like $30 after that. I don't know. I might look into that. I'll be curious to see what their like upload data rate is for streaming, is like how fast that shit is and where it's connected. It'd be crazy if it was like the fastest one low key and people were just gatekeeping it. I doubt it though. I feel like you would hear more about it. Oh, I think I found where my fucking stitches are. Shit. I don't know. I'm not with the conspiracies though. Glacial. I don't know. I mean, but maybe it's not a conspiracy. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't. I don't know if that's. I mean, I think they're smart enough to pull that off. You know. But is that what they're spending their time on to like make the average American? No, I guess it's more than that. Like especially if it's like affecting other things. But I would assume that like things that really matter, like the government computer systems and shit like that, are like all on some like. If Elon Musk can have a Starlink, then the U.S. has to have the capability to have their own internet satellite shit that's exclusive or whatever. But then it still has to trickle down to the banks and everything. So I get that. I don't know. I think it's fixable. Damn, I'm going off on a tangent though. Hour and 26 minutes though. Time is moving fast. I'm cool with time moving fast. I hope that day 150 would have been a little bit more eventful. Honestly, without this arm, I would have tried to. I swear I would have tried to do more. You know, we would have been doing something. But we're still gonna make the best of it. We're still gonna fucking make the best of it. We're still gonna manifest new things that we couldn't before. The fact that we talked to Neon in the chat, shout out Glacial, is crazy. I don't know what's to come from that, but I did see that he makes a like clip where he was like making like 5.4K a stream. So it's like, okay, if you're cool with making 5K a stream, which is of course great money, and you want to charge me 2,000 to stream, it's like, I guess that could make sense. You're just adding on to what you're already making. He's up to do one IRL though. You're talking about Neon? Was he actually talking? And that was another thing. Was he talking about IRL, or I thought he almost assumed he was talking about like do like a Discord shit. Wouldn't that make more sense? I mean, of course I'd do it. Oh, the other guy, I see. Yeah, that'd be cool. I would do IRL with a fucked up arm. I would do it. That'd be fun, actually. That'd be fun. I'd have to I gotta go on ChatGPT to ideate like funny one-handed streams. I haven't done it yet. You gotta have like a one-hand competition. Pause. Wait, who's the other guy? I gotta still check it out. Because I saw it, but I didn't really fully look at it. Hold up. Wait, do I know this dude? No, I don't know him. But he's on his IRL shit, huh? That's what's up. I fuck with people that are on their IRL shit. It's a different type of attitude, a different type of grind. Oh, yeah. What's his name? One Chan Groof. I mean, the fact that he's followed by Remo is crazy. And Rico Reckless, that's fire. I fuck with Remo. I talked to Remo a couple times in the what's it called? DM. Mostly to like get to Flacco when Flacco wasn't picking up his wait, what the fuck? Yeah, I got see. I was talking to Remo when he first got to know Jumper. He probably has a different flow now. Let's see how many followers Remo has. I know he's still got to be low key a little bit. 91K. Damn, I wonder what he had when I first. I should have screenshotted it back then. 91K is still like you can still reach somebody. Remo is like a if you know you know. If you know you know, it's like you. If you know that that's somebody that you should know. But if you don't know, it's easy to be like, who the fuck is Remo? Shout out Remo, yeah. If you don't know, Remo is a No Jumper employee. Basically, he was like social media kind of writer, social media post maker, but he like is on camera a lot, like a lot. He's like it's like he's not technically a host, but he is though. Like yeah, yeah. He's like it's almost like he can kind of like be on camera when he wants and when he doesn't want. So that's fire. Shout out Remo. The best way to like, and that's another thing. The best way to like get on some shit, no pun intended, is to like just lore. Like lore is everything. Lore will get you in the door. Ooh, I like that. Lore will get you in the door. Knowing the lore will get you in the door. You know what I'm saying? Because knowing the lore is like the difference of like why I think why knowing the lore is so important is because you know like well obviously you know everything, but like you know who's at the top, but you also know who's not at the not so top. And sometimes the people at the not so top are the people that are the way in. You know, so if it's like somebody that works at like a famous podcast, and you're like, and just say they're number one, and you're like number like 10 on the person you're looking at and is like number 10, like sometimes they're just flattered that you know who they are, and so that's what they want. Whereas the number one guy is kind of annoyed by that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes taking a picture with that number 10 guy and tagging him, he's like he wants more of that because that makes his shit look like has motion. Whereas the number one guy is like he's kind of avoiding that because he has enough of it, and he's probably trying to take pictures with people that are bigger than him, you know, type shit. Him and you idea for stream is go to No Jumper building and sneak in with one arm. That sounds like some Sora 2 shit. Why does that sound like a Sora 2 idea? Like, like when I picture you saying that, it sounds like a prompt that you typed in on Sora 2, like just some ridiculous shit. Like, hey guys, we sneaking in. Like, what are you doing here? Like, yeah, that's funny. You should make that a Sora 2 thing. That's funny as fuck, actually. What kind of IROs does he do? How do I even find it? I'll pull it up right now. Hold up. Let's pull it up. Fuck it. Gotta get the content. But I don't think the link is on the page. What kind of IROs? I don't even know how to say the name, bro. One change roof. One chain roof. I'm not sure. He's not a streamer. He's an entrepreneur. So what? Oh, so why are we doing a IRO? What's the business? What's the business? I guess I'm missing the connection. Then I mean, if you're not a streamer, I mean, I'm down. I mean, I'm down to do a random ass IRL. You know what I mean? That's fine. But what's the business and what's the connection to? He just wants to do a stream or something. I mean, I'm down. I'm fucking with it. Does he do stunts? Does he make reels? Like, does he make Does he make content? That's what I'm trying to figure out. 'Cause I see some content that's like, but it's more. It seems like fashion shit or whatever. Just a random stream, get our clips and meet new people. Nah, he just earns money. Oh, okay, that sounds like a street pharmacist. Sounds like he sells pints or something. Because what are we talking about? You know, what do you have? Airbnbs? The entrepreneur is crazy. What does he flip domain names or something? What the fuck are you talking about, bro? You make like grill molds for people? There's no way he's selling weed. That used to almost be a thing. If you sell weed in 2025, I don't know. Maybe if you're in a different state that's not California or whatever, or some legal state that doesn't have dispensaries, like if you still sell weed, that's crazy. There's no way you're making bread selling like weed like that. Although maybe you would make more because it's all packaged and shit. People might like that, and you could sell like different types of like things. But it's so easy just to go to the store. Because there's no like weed wholesale. I mean, I'm sure somewhere like if you go to the source or something, but there's no like drug wholesale like that. Everything pretty much costs scale. Even with alcohol, really. See, you're trying to line me up with sketchy people, Glacial. He's an entrepreneur. He just gets money. How? I want to know. I'm going to ask that question myself. Does he sell Fent? Am I blowing up the spot? Oh, really? No, I believe it. I'm just joking around. I just wonder how people are making this money sometimes because it's like, what are you doing? Or do you sell like a course or something on YouTube? You sell the course on how to get money, but that's how you actually get your money is by selling the course, right? Is by like, is that what it is? Because that's one of those things that's borderline. Or that's like borderline a scam. Oh, is he a scammer? Oh, I'm not trying to blow up the spot. I get it. That's he be scamming. Credit card scammer. I want to see. These are the questions I'm going to ask. If someone pulls up in a fucking Lambo and they don't work, that's questionable. Yeah, I mean, I'm down. Hey, I'm down, man. I'm down. Yeah, we'll check it out. We'll check it out. We'll make something happen. We'll make something happen, definitely. Is this just like somebody you like talk to like through networking and shit? That you're just like trying to like be like, yo, or is he like, oh, I want to get into streaming? You're like, oh, I could probably set you up with somebody, you know, that type of thing. Let's look at the tagged. Let's look at the so the tagged photos tells you everything you need to know. If there's no tagged photos, I'm very worried. That's somebody that I'm very concerned about. If they're not tagged in any photos, this is a very concerning thing. Yeah, fire. And then you look at the reels, and you see what's the top reel. And you go, oh, okay. There's numbers. This is numbersable. Yeah. Shout out Glacial Musher for being being like the internet agent. He's doing what for free? One of these things is gonna connect one time, Glacial, where you set something up, just being ambitious on some ambitious shit, and it's gonna be like, oh shit. One of these is gonna line up perfectly one good time. It's gonna be one of those things that makes a difference. Oh, does he? What are you saying? Like he would charge me? Why would he charge me? Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, no, he's not like Neon. He's doing it for free. That's what. Yeah, I mean, I would hope so. You know what I mean? I want to get to the point where people pay me. But I still think if I was big, I would still like once in a while like reach down to like small streamers and just on some random shit. You know, because like something that might, you know what I mean? Like even if I was like up there and like something still ended up costing me like 1,000 or two to do, but I know that that would like change a streamer's life and bring in way more money than that. I would probably still do shit like that if like 2,000 was like nothing to me type shit. I don't know. I would be on shit like that. Like if I was Drake right now and I wanted to like make a good comeback, I would just do hella songs with like up and comings. I would just reach down to the bottom. Like dudes that get like 20 views on their YouTube song and shit like that. I would just reach down and just, you know, of course go for the talent because there's got to be people that are talented that aren't getting the play that they need. Or just like sometimes it's just like they need the right production or the right mixing or whatever like that. I would just, and I think he does do shit like that, but I would just like reach down to like the bottom and like find some diamonds in the rough type shit. Because that's going to be those communities that support that dude that know that's trying, that's going to be crazy, crazy numbers. And it's going to be a whole different, like, you're going to change minds. Yeah, nah, if I was like Kai, I would like, yeah. I mean, but you can only do so much and people are going to be offended because you can't really reach everybody and shit like that. But I would do that shit once in a while. Just for fun. Just to give back. Look behind you. Why do you keep saying that? Oh, the one is the one moving? That is kind of freaky. Yeah. Funny guy. Is that like a running joke, the look behind you shit? It's funny because there's nothing that can be behind me like that. Like, you know what I mean? It's just a wall right here. There's no rooms or anything that's this way. So it's like, it can only be nothing. But good one. Good one, my friend. Good one. Oh yeah, we're gonna get some shit cracking though. We're gonna get some shit cracking. I'm just like in the. No, it has nothing to do with that. It's just where I am. It's just like I'm just near this shit. It's just the layout how we have because. I wanted it to be like a little. Well, I'm just happening to you. I'm just saying random stuff. No, I can talk. I can talk. No, I know. I'm like overthinking it, like trying to like think of what to like. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, that's what's crazy. The YNs love to, and I know you're not a YN, but the YNs love to troll. And I'd be like, and I troll, like I joke, but like it's like trolling, like, and it's like, oh, you're just trolling. What the fuck? Like, bruh, like I'm over here like thinking about it for real. And you're just like, damn, you're trolling about that. You're trolling right now. Nah, it's a good time. I love it though. I love it though. I love jokes. It's like jokes and sarcasm is just, you got, it's just, I don't know. When you can be thinking of all the negative shit in the world, but all you're thinking of is like jokes and shit, like that's good spirits, right? Yeah. But we made it. We made it to episode 150. I said some crazy shit at the end of at the very, very end of the last one. That, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I didn't really feel that way in the moment. I just kind of said it, but God, I gotta address it a little bit. But yeah, just on some shock value shit. Not really a joke or anything, but just more on some like figurative speech type shit. But it is what it is. What did you say before? Yeah. So yeah, whatever. We'll set something up. We'll set something up. We'll set something up with some stream shit. Damn, a month is a long time. Oh yeah, I feel like I was gonna say this earlier. It's like I'm thinking about it as a month, but hey, look, already a week has passed, so it's really not a month. It's like 3 weeks, which is still a good amount of time, but at least, that was a look behind you moment. Yeah, that freaked me out, especially because they got these headphones on, so you kind of like slightly hear something. I don't know why I feel the need to wear the headphones. I'm not even like using them. Well, sometimes I do, I guess. Damn, that it was like a sound, just somebody like opening shit. That was weird. That was weird. I'm not gonna lie. We got 12 more minutes to the 2 hour mark. Hey, we gotta keep it consistent. I'm just glad that my consistency streams aren't just like me going online for like 15 minutes. Like once in a while it is when I'm like feeling bad. I almost like was there today, but I'm not gonna lie, a nap is a nap. Shit. Oh no, see, yeah, that's my sound be going out. My soundboard goes out once in a while. Let's see. So I didn't really play too many videos today. I probably did play a video, but it's probably working. But anyway, W nap. Wait. I'm not hearing my W nap. Hold on. W. No, the nap makes the difference. I'm not gonna lie. I hate that I have to, but I'm telling you, it's the. I mean, I swear it's the trees. But it's crazy. It doesn't work when I want to like fall asleep like at the end of the night after it. The nap is like me taking a nap is not like a normal person taking a nap. A normal person can take like a 4 hour nap and be like, fuck, that's not enough. For me, like a nap is like I'm up. I'm not gonna go to sleep, and the like 3 hours is like a good, but anything over 3 hours is like that's a full night's of sleep to me. It's like I don't even need to go to sleep, but I might still try to go to sleep after. But I know I'm gonna be up for at least like 2 more hours, at least till 3 a.m. At least, at the very least, it might be 4, it might be 5. Like it might be light outside by the time I'm actually tired. Like this shit does happen. That's why I try not to. Well, it's not that I try to avoid naps. I just kind of don't need them. But when I do take them, it doesn't like, it's not like it's like filling the void that I need it. Because it's not like a real nap. It's like a weed nap. So it's like I'm not really even that tired. So if I take it, I'm able to sleep. But when I wake up, it's like I charge my battery. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. I hope I continue to have the same energy as I get older and older. That'd be nice. Because that's what you hear. You get older, you don't have the same energy. And I'm like, nah, I kind of feel the same. Yeah, maybe I wouldn't be so tired at like 7, 8 p.m. But it's more or less that I know that I have to do this. So like normally like I could do what I would normally do and maybe I would actually pass out around like 12, 1. But since I have to like do this by 11, like, I don't know. It's like I could have a full day and still pass out at 11 by smoking all this bud, like, and I would still feel like a full day. But since I have to stay up, and then it's not that I have to stay up till 11. It's like 2 hours, you know. So, and like not, it's not just like have to like stay up and kind of be chilling. It's like I have to stay up and do this and present this thing. By the way, I don't have to do this. You know, sometimes I have to remind myself, you know, you don't have to do this. No one said you have to stream every day. You made this up. You know, you decided this. But, you know, I like to put kind of false pressures on myself. I don't know. It's kind of fire to me. Yeah, we got about 9 more minutes, 8 more minutes. Not that, you know, we can't go past the 2 hour mark. I'm just saying 8 more minutes to the 2 hour mark. And then, you know, 2 hours every day, right? That's cool, right? That's a podcast. That's a no jumper episode. You know what I mean? So that's good, right? Every day. There's nothing wrong with that. And people still have to be able to consume the content too, you know. 3 hour episodes are cool, but I feel like that's better suited for like IRL. It's like it's, you know, and a desktop, and I don't know, the point of a 5 hour desktop is crazy. Unless you're doing like some Kai shit or who has some good ass desktops. I'm not really into, I am into the reaction shit, but I almost would rather watch that as like a clip. I don't know if that's weird, but I don't necessarily want to watch my favorite streamer reacting to shit. But sometimes I wouldn't mind it if it's like part of already another part, like maybe like they're addressing something that we've been waiting for them to address, and then it just goes into reactions. I think that would be cool. Or like if there's like an album reaction and you're like waiting for it and like that kind of happens. But like to go back and rewatch a VOD of somebody sitting at a desktop reacting, I don't know. I'm not really into that shit. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, it's not that I'm not into it. It's just like, if it's like a 5 hour VOD, I'm probably not going to watch it. If it's like an hour or two, I might consume it more. Because it's like, at least I can watch it on 2 times and it'll turn into a half hour or an hour. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, watching somebody address something, even watching somebody like address something, like that shouldn't even take 5 hours. But, you know, there's certain shit I would watch. Like, yeah, like, it depends on what it is. If it's a hot topic, I might watch the whole thing just to see if they keep addressing it throughout the thing. But it wouldn't be 5 hours. That would be like a 20-minute clip, 30 minutes, probably. So I try to make content that I would consume. And I know that's not the best approach. I think the best approach is you should make content based off of what market you want that it. You should make content based off of the market that you want to put it in and what content those people would want to consume. Right? But I'm at the point where I just want to. I feel like I know my niche, and so I can kind of use myself as a guide because I know my niche. So I try to make content that I would consume. And just based off of like just practical things, like don't make a video too long. But IRLs can be kind of long. especially, and if you are making a good long IRL, be doing a lot of different shit. So then it doesn't feel like it's long. And there's nothing wrong with fast forwarding through a VOD. If it's just like people driving in the car for an hour, fast forward through that shit. You don't need to see the whole shit or watch it. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. So I don't know and I try to think, would I watch this? I might. I might. I really fucking might. I really might. And like I'm not, and I try to be as like hard on myself as possible in life, but I really might. That's because, and I think it's because we do the IRL shit too. Now, I might, bruh. I might. If it was consistent and this was some late night shit and I ran out of content every day and there was just like this one random nigga that does stream snipes every once in a while and does IRLs and does a lot of desktops, I might tune in. I might tune in. I might watch the VOD back, or I might watch it live. Especially if like I'm prone to like crash out or wild out or say some crazy shit. I might. Now, would I be able to find it? Would I know that just watching the average episode? I don't know. I don't know. So it might be hard. So it might have to be, the formula is I have to increase the occurrences of those things that are the hooks. You know what I'm saying? So it means more IRLs, more stream snipes, more crash outs. You know, in a sense, and you know, theoretically speaking, I'm not saying I'm going to do that, but you know what I'm saying? So when the average person clicks on, it's a lot, it's something engaging as opposed to just this. I don't know. But it's always hard to tell what people like. Like, I never know. I never know. I would never, what was the thing I was trying to avoid? I was like, a calm ass stream. And it's like some people come in and they're like, oh, yeah, this is just a good vibe. It's chill. And I'm like, it's like the opposite of what I would have thought. I thought a stream has to be up, exciting, boom, 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 bop, 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 zip, 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 the whole time. And some people just want to chill. Some people just want to hang out. So it's like, it's figuring that out, because that's not necessarily something that I would be into. But at the same time, if it was a streamer that I fucked with, I would watch it. If it was just on, out, like in the background or whatever. One of my homies was like, yeah, sometimes I'll just have it on in the background. I'm like, you watch it? You know what I'm saying? I was just happy enough that he even knew what it was, let alone have it on in the background. That's great. You know what I mean? You know, so whether that's the VOD, the playback, the VOD playback, or the live, I don't give a fuck. Like, that's cool. So I'm just gonna, you know, just keep doing my thing, talking about relatable topics. And the most relatable shit, what the fuck? The most relatable shit is just like everyday people shit. Everybody goes through it. You can be rich as fuck and your internet not be working for the day. You know what I mean? Everybody can relate to that. You could lose your phone. Anybody could do that. You could lose your debit card. Anybody could do that. Well, I guess we have it on our phone backed up now, but you know what I'm saying. Anything could happen. Everybody could get a parking ticket. Everybody could, you know what I'm saying, be hungry. Everybody could get injured. Everybody has to work. Everybody, you know. So that's what we just keep it talking about. And that's the best way, is just, and what I'm learning, so they say consistency is key, but I'm also hearing more recently, authenticity is key. Right? And it's probably both. You probably need both. Consistency, I guess why consistency to me almost is under authenticity is because there's different ways to define consistency. Consistency can mean every day. It can mean every other day. It can mean once a week. It can mean once a month. It can mean once a year. That could still be consistent. If you have a Christmas TV special that you produce every year, that's still consistency. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just have more time to put it together than the person that has to do it every day, but it's still consistency. So I think consistency is good because for me, the best part about consistency is that it's always right place, right time. You're always ready. You're always prepared. So there might be a lot of mid, but when you hit, you're over prepared. You're prepared for the hit. because you're just, you know what I'm saying? You're already there. You're already in the pocket. Where I think authenticity wins is I feel like anybody can be consistent if they choose, but not everyone's going to be able to be authentic because of, I think what holds some people back from being authentic is what other people think. And so sometimes we have to end up being something else for fear of exposing who we really are, right? That's like an extreme way to say it, but being authentic means being real, right? And that's kind of like hard to be. And of course, it's like it's hard to be 1,000% authentic. I mean, it's just like I barely want to show my car. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to show my car because that's not what I want to present. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's still this level of, I don't know, holding back in certain areas. But I think that's the reason why authenticity shines through is because it's not easy to do. It's often doing things that others aren't willing to do. And again, that always goes back to that point. Viral, a formula for viral is doing something that others aren't willing to do themselves. That's why it's viral, because people are just like, you know, or doing something first that, you know, but either way, you know, you know, speed jumps over cars. The average person is not willing to try that. It's very risky, you know what I'm saying? So that's why it works, because it's like you've never seen anybody do that in your life like that. Or maybe you have, but the average person probably not. So it's like shit like that. I guess that doesn't go with authenticity, but yeah, just like it's like why if there was like why like how if someone was like doing a live stream about being homeless, like why that would be probably work really well, because you know there's probably tons of people that are homeless, but the last thing they want to do is live stream themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because they might be embarrassed. Whereas the person that's like shamelessly, I don't know, exploiting or whatever, just showcasing, whatever, showing off, showing that lifestyle, their lifestyle, being vulnerable in that moment is going to get a different type of support, because there's probably a ton of homeless people and people that maybe were before can relate or almost there, or just appreciate the authenticity of it, the realness, the thing. So the keys in this: consistency, authenticity. I'm trying to think if there's one more. I mean, I think with those two alone, you'll probably, right? Because if you're consistent, that means you're working hard, assuming that you're consistent on a frequent level, I guess. But, and then, yeah, but still, you're still working hard. And authenticity, you're keeping it real. So what would be the other element to it? Creativity, consistent. Yeah, I mean, if you're consistent, you just keep going. So that consistent encompasses a lot of things like resilience, problem solving, just doing something new every time or whatever. But yeah, it's been a cool, chill one. Shout out Glacial, shout out Ty, shout out Splays, the new chatter in here. What else we got? Yeah, that might be it. We're about to get off this one. It's been about 2 hours. I'm not gonna drag this one. Remember, be consistent, be authentic, and damn, I swear there's one more piece to this. Hold up. So it's be consistent, keep it real, and consistent, real. Oh, and maybe like the third element of it is like maybe just like it's kind of like a combination of like being just being great. So it's like kind of like be great, but also be bold too. Be great and be bold. Shout out Ty for the W. Be great and be bold. So how about be consistent, be authentic, and be bold? Because I think boldness is often greatness, especially in this streaming shit. You know, you don't even have to be great. Just being bold. Be consistent, be authentic, and be bold. Those are the 3 keys for streaming. And with that said, we're going to throw up the deuces. And